Shiva. From my body particle only Karuna came. And it will come to an end in the month of March without using vaccine.
On the night of January 24, 2021, the tranquility of the Madanpally police station was shattered by a frantic phone call. A teacher reported that his friend Purushottam Naidu had confessed to killing his own daughters Alekia and Sai Divya. Alarmed by the chilling details, the police sprang into action and rushed to the Naidu residence. Upon arrival, the police were greeted by an eerie silence that hung over the Naidu residence. Inside the sight that awaited them was nothing short of a nightmare. The living room, typically a place of warmth and family gatherings, had turned into a scene of horror. Alekia and Sai Divya lay lifeless on the floor, surrounded by ritualistic items, candles, incense, and religious symbols, indicating that a ceremonial act had taken place. The police moved deeper into the house, their steps hesitant and hearts heavy. In a room filled with an unsettling calm, they found Purushottam Naidu and his wife Padmaja. With an eerie sense of serenity, they confessed to the murders, explaining that their daughters would return to life the next day at a sacred hour. The police and the bystanders were left in a state of shock, grappling with the horrific realization that this crime was driven by blind faith and superstition.
Purushottam Naidu was a well-respected lecturer at a government college, known for his dedication towards education and his students. His wife, Padmaja, was a gold medalist in mathematics and a former teacher, known for her intelligence and disciplined nature. The couple was deeply involved in their community, participating in various cultural and religious activities. Their daughters Alekia, who was 27 years, and Sai Divya, of age 22, were equally accomplished. Alekia, the elder daughter, had completed her master's degree in business administration and was pursuing her career in corporate sector. Sai Divya, the younger one, was a talented musician, known for her skills in playing the violin and her aspirations to make a mark in the music industry. The Naidu family appeared to be the epitome of success and harmony. They were seen as a model family, well educated and deeply religious. Purushottam and Padmaja were known to be loving parents who were deeply involved in their daughters' lives, supporting their ambitions and guiding them with care. However, beneath this facade of normalcy lay a growing obsession with spirituality and rituals. Over time, Purushottam and Padmaja's beliefs became increasingly extreme. They immersed themselves in various forms of religious practices and convinced that they were chosen for a divine purpose. The Naidu family had always been deeply spiritual, but in recent years, their practices had taken a darker and more obsessive turn. They began delving into esoteric beliefs, increasingly convinced of their mystical powers and spiritual connections. This shift was subtle at first, marked by more frequent religious rituals and growing collection of literature. Friends and neighbors noticed their increased recursiveness, but attributed it to the pressures of the COVID-19 lockdown. As the pandemic raged on, the family's isolation deepened. Purushottam and Padmaja became consumed by delusion, believing they had special powers and their daughters were destined for higher purpose. They started performing elaborate rituals at home, convinced that they could transcend the physical realm and achieve spiritual enlightenment. United in a tragic and horrific act, convinced that they could bring their daughters back to life, Purushottam and Padmaja performed a ritual that ended in the brutal deaths of Alekia and Sai Divya. They believed that their daughters' souls would be purified and they would be resurrected the next day. The following day, the eerie silence and strange activities at Naidu's residence caught the attention of concerned neighbors. They heard unsettling noises and noticed the unusual behavior of Purushottam and Padmaja, who was seen performing bizarre rituals even after the murder. This concerned the neighbors and their close friends, who then contacted the police.
When the police arrived, they were confronted with a macabre scene. Alekia and Sai Divya's lifeless bodies lay in pools of blood, with their parents still in a state of delusion, continuing their rituals. The officers immediately arrested Purushottam and Padmaja, who offered no resistance. In their initial statements, the parents confessed to the murders, explaining their belief in the resurrection and the spiritual necessity of their actions. The police investigation revealed the extent of the parents' delusions. The ritualistic items and the meticulous planning indicated that this was not a spur-of-the-moment act, but a premeditated crime rooted in dangerous superstitions. They used heavy objects, including dumbbells, to fatally injure their daughters, believing that this act of violence was necessary for their spiritual purification. In the days following the crime, Purushottam Naidu and Padmaja were arrested and charged with the murders of their daughters. The case drew national attention as people struggled to understand how such a tragedy could unfold in a seemingly ordinary family. During the trial, the extent of their delusions was laid bare. The couple's belief in supernatural forces had driven them to commit an unspeakable act. The court proceedings were followed closely by a shocked and horrified public, highlighting the devastating consequences of blind faith and superstition. The Madanpalli murders serve as a chilling reminder of the dangers of extreme beliefs. Purushottam and Padmaja Naidu's actions were not born out of malice, but from a place of misguided faith. This tragic incident underscores the importance of rational thinking and the perils of allowing superstition to overshadow reason. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more stories like these. Stay curious, stay skeptical. This is Team Enigma Paradox, signing off.